To get started, you want to arrange your cords in colour order on the board. So I've got one colour on the outside at one side and one colour on the other side, and these are both the longest cords. And then I've got the two shortest cords at either side in the centre. Now these can be either colour. I've picked the colour that matches this one, but you could put any because these colours are mainly the ones that will show. So before I start my knotting, I'm going to add all my beads to begin with. So I'm going to add in the bead on the one that's next to the longest cord. So it's sort of the centre in each section. So once you've added your beads, you should have something that looks like this. So your second cord in will have beads on. How many you use will depend on the size of the bracelet you're making, but if you add too many, you can easily remove them at the end. So once you've done that, you want to push these down to the bottom out of the way, and then just clip this cord to the bottom of the board so that your beads don't come off. And then you want to repeat this step at the other side. So once you've got your beads on both sides, you can start the main part of your pattern. So to begin, I'm going to do a few square knots just to secure everything. So I'm going to go over, over and through, and then under, under and through. And you can do this as many times or as few as you want before you start the main part of your pattern. So once you've done your square knots, you can begin the main part of your pattern. So to begin, you're going to pick whichever side you want and push one of your beads up into place. And then you can take the long cord next to that and clip it with the rest out of the way. And then taking the cord on the other side, you want to go over all the cords in a hitch knot. So you want to go over and then pull through, and then under and pull through. And then for your second row, you want to push up a bead at the other side, and then treating this cord with the rest, clip it out of the way, and then taking the longest cord from the other side, you want to do a mirror of what you did at this side. You want to go over and through, and adjust your bead if you need to, and then under and through. And you want to repeat these two steps all the way down until you've got the bracelet as long as you want it to. So just adding a bead each time just at one side, and then clipping the longest cord with the rest, and doing a hitch knot with the other cord. So once you've pushed your last bead into place, you can finish off the same way you started by doing square knots like you did at the beginning, and do the same amount of square knots as you did when you first started. So once you're happy that that's nice and secure, you can remove your bracelet from the board. And then you want to trim and seal your excess. So I'm going to seal these two at the side and leave these two to do my braided tie on end. So you want to do this at both ends, and once you've done that, you can reattach to your board, and then you want to take one of your ends and do a braided tie on. So just split it into one cord and then two cords in the centre. You could trim one of these two cords off if you wanted, and then just do your braided tie on. And once you've got the braid as long as you want it, you can just tie a knot in all the cords at the end, pull it tight, and then trim and seal your excess. And once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. And that is your completed bracelet.